This is the 5-minute sound design. Demon Slayer. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the vid. We're going to look at designing sound effects for the breathing forms used in Demon Slayer. These forms have amazing animations that are a blast to make sound effects for. I'm going to take two examples from the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, a fire breathing form and a water breathing form. I'm going to go through the highlights of the sound effects since there's a lot of layers. It would take a while to explain each sound in those layers. I'll go through the most designed parts which make up the character of the sound. For the fire breathing, there's a lot of fire movement layers mixed in with the fire burning layer sounds for the beginning of the clip and the end. One big element of this sound effect is the big head slash. For this aspect of the sound, I wanted something over the top. A lot of anime sound very over the top that help bring the fantasy of the powers. For this sound, I used the shank sound of swords. I time stretched the clip to get a longer tail for the clash and also to go with the clip in slow motion. Then I used my trusty H-verb to give a ridiculous amount of reverb. For the dry wet knob, I have it around 7. Anything over that you kind of lose the original characteristic of the sound. I have a really large tail around 9, and for the size of the room, I also have it around 7. For this part, there's a long sequence of igniting torches. I used the first fire ignite splicing together sounds of fire movements in quick succession to create the effect that followed the animation. For the fast animation, I used the sound of a rocket going through air layered with the sound of a jet engine flying by. For the sublayers of the sound, as Rengoku's charging up and small embers are surrounding him, I used a low rumbling wind. A very bassy ignite sound to go along with the fast animation to give it a little bit more weight. For the slow-mo part, I used a really cool sound in my library of the sound of planets in our solar system. It gives a really cool low rumble alongside a mystical sounding aura around the sound that I think it went well with the slow-mo part. Lastly, a big explosion sound with a lot of gore. For the Foley layers, I got some basic movement sounds for his sword, some gore layers to go underneath the slash of the demon's head, and finally a door breaking and landing on wood sounds for the end of the scene. For the water breathing sound, as a baseline I record the sound in my bathtub of the water draining for the base layer of the water dragon, alongside other creature roars and pitch shifting and echo as character layers, as well as a baseline water movement that follow the movement of the water animation, alongside sounds of waves crashing to add character to that base layer. And that's my take on the breathing forms in Demon Slayer. Thanks again for checking out the video. Let me know in the comments if you have any requests for a sound for the next video. Till next time.